Provisional Championship team for their last game of high school hockey. Let's start with senior Raj. And Suma Sharma, along with his sister Sammy Watts. Raj began playing hockey with the initiation program in 2009 and continued playing for the Westfield Raiders house program and played travel for the Piedmont Predator and Enforcers. Raj will attend George Mason University and major in music and will pursue a career as a church music director. Raj Watson. And senior Brennan Dolan. Here tonight is Brennan's parents Fred and Leanne Dolan, along with his siblings Ryan and Kelsey. Brennan began playing hockey in 2008 at age 5 here at the Ashburn Ice House, playing for the Ashburn Selects and the Extreme. Brennan will attend James Madison University and will be majoring in computer science and pursuing a career in software development. Brennan Dolan. Thank you to our seniors and thank you all for attending. We'll start warm-ups and the drop of
All right, so there's your two seniors. Raj Vats and Brennan Dolan. Hopefully we'll get John up here in just a moment as he comes up from the box. Going back from where he started from in between in the scorekeeper's box all those couple years ago. So I crossed out the ones that were gone. I was able to put 71 here, and then the other one's 53, which is Brady. Same. That's it. Okay. And I'm guessing it looks like Zach's goal.
I did see 70 there.
I don't see Garrett Cole, which is twice. He's twice on here.
Okay. Sounds like there's a lot of outside noise here. Am I in one or two? Am I changing your volume?
Yeah, I'm 2.
Oh, my mistake.
And now you just cut me off.
I'm not that lucky.
Hey, I drove.
Technically, it's just your volume to you. You're still in.
Am I now?
Yes, you are. All right.
When you made this, it's like second block. You didn't really line up the.
It's a work in progress.
That's what mocked for.
Well, hopefully we'll have a little better audio dampening for everyone at home. We've worked on some solutions. We'll see if they do anything. We know our audio has not been the best these last couple games. Here's hoping we found solutions.
Well, in the ability, to potentially have maybe a computer at some point.
Yeah, we have Ethernet options for next season. We'll see if we can make that work, and of course that's going to take a nice.
Which is only like 4 months from now.
That's crazy, isn't it?
I mean, it is June 2nd. We're on the 6th month of the year already. Like, you know how 2020 didn't end fast enough? 2021 is going like quick.
Someone told me long days, short weeks, and that has resonated with me for this year. Every day, it's this forever, taking forever, and then you look back and like, oh man, it's already Wednesday. And they just seem to do that a lot.
The Mondays thing has helped with that.
I think that certainly.
We were talking about that today, and could we get that 4-day work week? And unfortunately, it makes a year-round schooling unless you make the days longer. We mathematically figured it out. You'd have to have an extra 6 weeks, which
you math teachers would figure that out.
Although Colorado does it. There's a district in Colorado that does 4 day a week school.
There are schools in Oklahoma that do it too, but they do it for budget cuts, and they don't go through summer. So, no, it's good to be teaching. It's good to be in the building. It'll be very good to be back to as normal as possible next year. Here's hoping.
Not normal. I'll be starting off worse than I did this year.
Moving classrooms is always fun.
43 teachers are changing rooms this summer.
Well, I mean, little, what is that, 43 cardboard, Monty?
And we get 2 boxes each.
What?
They're giving each person 2 boxes. And it's like, you don't understand.
Teachers are hoarders by nature.
Well, because you never know what supplies you're going to have.
Save everything. My mentor teacher had, I think, like 40 years worth of office supplies.
I have never put in my, this will be my 10th year coming up, I have not put in supplies once.
I didn't put in for supplies this year. I just what do I need? I think I have everything. And if I don't, I'll just end up buying it as I need it. I did order some Scantrons.
Get with 2020 here.
No. Scantrons this is the way. I used to hate them, and then you start grading those multiple choice questions. You can't give any leeway. It's either they got it or they don't. It gets to be painful. Like, well, why would you miss that? So
yeah, but I figure with online, you just type multiple choice in there and it's done.
I know, but then they can Google things.
Oh, they'll be in the building though.
Yeah, but still, well, you're gonna watch all of them the whole time now.
I kind of wish we talked about this of having more restrictive.
Oh, if they could move into lockdown browsers and stuff, yeah,
right.
Maybe. But
like Schoology sets up their lockdown. If they were Chromebooks and it's a Google form, yes, you can lock it.
They can do that, and the AP Classroom can do that. But you got to have the right browser, and then you got technical difficulties, and it's just give it on paper. Well, hey, there's a hockey game. We got a hockey game to call.
Do we now?
Yeah, and so I heard. It's senior night. Raj Vats and Brennan Dolan playing their last high school games. They didn't get the proper season. So this is it, unfortunately. But it's been a nice affair. They had a nice thing before the game, I'm sure you all saw. But for those of you just joining in, we've had senior night here.
Did John Champ not have any seniors?
They are good. This is not their last game, and in fact, I believe they made a playoff bracket. We've not in a position to even know about a playoff bracket. So
well, yeah.
But this is not their last game. So because it is ours here in June, it's time to end it. Quick shot on, and Dolan gets his first save of the game, off the glove and into his blocker. 20 seconds off the clock, and we have a face-off down to the glove side of Brennan Dolan. Face-off won by John Champe-Lightridge, the Knights and Lightning, respectively. The Lightning Knights? Night Lightning, as opposed to Day Lightning. And it's sent the whole way down for an icing call.
I will say it's going to be, this does impede. Maybe we need a
cut a keyhole in there.
Yeah, a little keyhole. So I can't tell how far I'm going to the one side.
That's why it's a
or
prototype.
A piece of plexi on that
Oh
side.
yes, let's work in plexiglass. Quick shot on, save made, Dolan again.
So we're in the danger zone?
Why, yes.
Danger.
Always in the danger zone. Face off to the blocker side of Dolan. Won by Champ. Quick shot on. That time they score on the glove side high. They found a lane off the face-off, and they made it work here. It's 1-0 in favor of John Champe-Lightridge.
And it looks like we might not get a shot count tonight. Or no, that is, well, it should be 3 shots. I thought that was the period for a second, because the period was.
No, it is not the second yet. Quick shot on, save made. Dolan comes back to the near side. Played off there by Mason St. Ange. Over to the far side now. Champ with it, trying to work things through. Pretty sure that's Rowan Reesing. Back now to the near side. And up top for Saunders. Quick shot goes off of a shin pad, and it's back the other way for Jung. Jung looking for an opening. It's stripped away from him, and now it's back the other way along this side. In the zone it goes for Jason Tian. Quick shot, save made, covered up by Dolan. 13:34 left here in the first. It's 1-0 John Champe-Lightridge.
And that shot, he was trying to go stick side and just couldn't get it up there. And Dolan was able to get that save, and pretty much in his breadbasket there.
Face off won by John Champ. Quick shot on from Brianna Nace. Save made Dolan, and he covers that one up.
And so far, it's kind of shot heavy. 4-0 in terms of shots.
Yeah, just a minute and a half into this one, and we're just seeing a shooting gallery on Dolan, and he's done fairly well so far. A number of good saves already. But it's going to be okay. How can we turn that tide and get some offensive pressure? As it's back the other way once again for Landon Street. Street dangle shot, score. Puts this one stick side low. That's going to be 2-0.
So Dolan came out for his senior night thing, and his brother came out, and they both have a nice flow going. The thicker glasses, the dark glasses, which is a really good look. And I'm just thinking, like, if they just need a third one, they really look like the Hanson brothers. That was the first thing. It was not a bad thing. The flow was there.
I don't know if these kids are of the age to watch Slapshot.
They are not, but come on.
Going to love it.
You're telling me a hockey player hasn't watched Slapshot yet?
I don't know. That's an interesting question. I'm not a parent. I don't have that down.
It's one of those things that you watch movies, like you watch as a kid. I'm like, oh my, why my parents let me watch this?
Well, there's a whole lot that goes over your head back then.
Well, then TV, stuff gets censored.
The TV versions change everything, yeah. Well, the face-off in front of the Champ bench. Both benches relatively short today. It is a Wednesday night. It does kind of throw things off. Hayden leads along the near side.
It's right at the end of the school year.
It is also the end of the school year.
These high school players, they have half days for the rest of the week and a half.
Final exams start tomorrow. They have to be ready for their first period exams and third period. But Westfield is that's our check-in class, so a little less so. Big hit on the far side from Hayden Leeds. Puck rolls back behind the net. Preston Murrell working that along the near side boards. Can't seem to get away there. Will come finally. Up and out for Dysart. Dysart looking for the shot. Will finally get through, and a save made by Zach Ismail.
I'll give him that shot. A little bit more of a trickled off the stick, but we'll give him one. They did.
Face off over to the glove side of Ismail. Face off won by Champ. Come back behind their own net and played up along the near side boards. Up and away from Dolan. That, of course, is Ryan Dolan. Put over the far side, centering effort, stolen away by Jung. Jung will look to play it off. The dasher is a little too high. It's into the Westfield bench. 11:56 left here in the first period. 2-0 John Champ.
There hasn't, speaking of flow, there hasn't been that great of a flow so far. There's been a lot of shots, a lot of stoppages. No one side's been able to really create a offensive zone, time of the puck.
Well, with all the shots on Dolan, he's done a great job covering them up, and that's what a goalie's supposed to do. Unless you have a real outlet option, you slow it down, you take that out, and you rely on your centers and their face-off wins. Goes over to those far side boards. Centering effort, stopped up in the slot. Stopped by St. Ange before it goes out of the zone. Shot goes high. Picked up here in the near side corner. Looking back behind the net over to the far side for Landon Street. Street, who scored the last goal, at the top of the slot. Lots of pressure on him from Jung. Quick shot on, save made. Rebound goes in that far side corner. Back over on the far side. St. Ange playing pitch and catch back in their own zone. Up on the far side it goes for Street. Centering effort. Comes through, quick shot, save made. That shot came from Shane Sewick.
We have a tripping call coming up.
Ooh, must have happened behind the play. I didn't see it.
I wonder if they're calling that little. I thought it was more running into each other in the neutral zone here. Maybe they're calling that. So, but with the power play coming up, they
are calling Landon Street for this. And are we not using the penalty boxes? Is that the idea? Or does he have it on the wrong side?
No, both boxes are empty. But it's interesting that the face-off is still going to happen in the... Because I guess Dolan still made the save, but the shot should never happen because there was...
No, it's on the wrong side.
Wrong side.
So it's going against Josh Jung. Face-off won by Champ. They've won a lot of these face-offs. Quick shot on, scooped up save there by Dolan. 6 seconds off of that power play.
That caught him a little weird. Like I feel like I think he was trying to save it, and when it hit a stick, it bounced up and kind of surprised him a little bit. A little awkward.
It looked almost like a shortstop thing. Face-off again, won by Champ.
I'm getting baseball terms in here.
Jason Tian, quick shot, save made. Well, it's really that leg kicked out on the stick side. It's that left leg that he kicks back behind him, which I'm sure does offer some protection, but it feels like something that you do in baseball. But I'm not a baseball expert. Quick play in front, though. You know, baseball does certainly help the glove hand. Lots of goalies playing baseball. Over on that far side, working the way into the zone is Andrew Painter. Dipsy does way around one man, back in that far side corner. Has the puck stripped off of him, but trying to get back to it. Nothing doing there. It's back along the near side for, who was that? Jaden Murillo. Murillo takes the shot, steered aside by the stick of Brennan Dolan. Far side corner, it was resting on the boards. Played around, that's going to be a hand pass, and no one wants to touch it. They let a Westfield player touch it. That's Ryan Dolan. Ryan Dolan, the 8th grader, rising freshman, will be a freshman next season.
Freshman in 6 days.
Yeah, so not many opportunities that both Dolan brothers have been on the ice together, and so I think it's the third and final game where that's been a thing. So it's a nice moment for sure. I'm sure it's very nice for the family. Senior night, both boys out there.
Interesting. One's a goalie, one's a defenseman, if I remember correctly.
Well, you got to build your way out. So
and you build your franchise with the
that's
goalie,
right, that's family decisions. You got to build your way out. You start with the goaltending. Actually, I know there is an older Dolan, and I don't know if he played or what he played. So
well, you should figure this out.
Yeah, I guess I should. Or maybe I'm mistaken. I'm thinking someone else. Never mind. Quick shot on, save made by Dolan. And they got one right behind him. Brady St. Ange was waiting for the rebound. No one picked him up, and he pops it in the back of the net. That makes it 3-0. A power play goal with just 2 seconds left on that power play. Well, I was still getting the the Dolan family tree mistaken.
Instead, I didn't see an older sibling on the ice.
Yeah, you're right. I am crossing wires here.
Now, let's be real. My brother wouldn't have come to my senior night either.
Nope. I am crossing wires.
I'm shocked he came to my graduation, to be honest, if it wasn't for his wife.
Good old family. Face-off won by Champ. They might have won every face-off so far in this game. 8:50 left here in the first, down 3 goals. Westfield combined team has not been able to get out of their zone very effectively. 1 shot on so far. St. Ange, this one, Mason St. Ange, not to be confused with Brady who just scored. Will put it into the zone along the near side. St. Ange will keep it in again. Plays it down to Brady St. Ange. Stolen away by Murrell. Round behind the net. Oh, looking for the lacrosse goal there. Nothing doing. Landon Street trying to lift it on his stick. On the near side. Up and out of the zone off the efforts of John. Near side it goes. St. Ange bobbles the puck, but he does get in the right direction. Gets back to it. Dangles. Looks for the backhand effort. Shoots, and it's steered aside.
That was close.
Back along this near side. It goes for Ryan Dolan, who will loft it up and out. Over on the far side. And Landon Street just working his way through everybody. Comes back along the near side boards. Avoids Dysart. Still has the puck. Up top it goes for Ben Spangberg. Quick shot on from the near side. Steered away. Up and out of the zone it goes. Picked up by Jason Tien. Tien into the zone. Tries to dangle his way around Hayden Leeds. Nothing doing there. It's caught on a skate. And played up and out. Is this going to be an icing? It is. 7:09 left here in the first. It's coming back down to the Westfield zone.
Yeah, and to your point with the face-offs, if it's not every face-off so far, it's almost. It's a good 80-90% right there. 7:09 left in this first period. Goals are 3-0 in favor of your John Champe-Lightridge team. Shots are 11-1.
Yeah, it's the ice is tilted right now.
And that one that Westfield got was a little bit of a little trickler there.
Back behind the Westfield net, played in front and put to the back of the net by Tien on a one-time effort, which will make it 4-0 on that 12th shot. 6:52 left here in the first. Well, Westfield coming off of a win from last game. They played 2 in a row and managed to overcome. Who did we beat, Phil?
Good question.
Quick shot. That one goes wide off of the stick. Blocked. Well back the other way. Comes back Burley racing for it. Going to get there first is Gismondi. Nico Gismondi was knocked off the biscuit. Over the far side it goes. Played up and out.
Briar Woods?
Aren't we?
We have Briar Woods.
We're Briar.
Briar Woods. It's
Broad Run.
That's me. I'm thinking Broad Run.
You probably should know this. Shame on us.
Where's your schedule? I can't. My phone's is streaming right now.
Well, you don't have all these things printed out? What are you doing?
I try not to use paper, even though I'm about to use all the paper next year.
Potomac Falls and Dominion was the last game.
Street comes in with a shot off the chest of Dolan there. Comes out to neutral ice, and it does come out.
It's totally offside. The ref's just like,
just bring it back.
Just bring it back out. Just fine.
The ref's looking for a little flow to the game.
Bouncing puck comes over the near side. I mean, ice time is a factor, I'm sure. I'm sure they built in plenty of extra, but, with senior night and how many faceoffs we've had already. Looking for the wraparound over the far side is Champ. Trying to play it back. It goes to Will Saunders. Saunders puts it back down into the corner where it's played off by Shane Sewick. Played up and out by the Ice Dogs. Renison with that chance at it. Can't get a handle on it. Comes up out of the zone. Jung will put it back in. Round the horn it comes to the near side. Back up and out once again. Renison will scoop it up at his own blue line. Leaves it off for Ryan Dolan. Over from the far side it goes. Played right in front, and just one too many passes. It's going to be taken away by Hayden Leeds. Leeds has it poke checked away at the blue line, stolen back the other direction. The dangle, lost it in front. Dolan going to cover that one up. 4:31 left here in the first. 4-0 John Champ and Lightridge. Ice Dogs have been struggling to get out of their own zone, but they also have a very short bench, missing an awful lot of players.
Those Knights are the lightning striking many times there.
Striking at Knights. Is it because they're wearing metal? Far side.
That sounds dangerous.
Lightning Knights. I mean, that's almost like a Highlander thing. That goes out now. Dysart trying to pitchfork that puck into the zone. Can't seem to get a handle on it. Far side it goes. Raj Vats keeps it in the zone, plays it off for Dysart. It's played into the near side corner, chasing it down. Connor Dietz plays it back behind the net. Doesn't keep it for very long. It's now through for St. Ange. Into the zone it goes. Brianna Nace on that one. Clears it up and out. Pushing along for Nico Gismondi. Gismondi takes a shot. What a toe save by Dolan. Back for the second one. It's stopped off by the defense. St. Ange Brady. St. Ange on the far side. Gismondi back behind the net. Plays around to the near side for Jason Tien. Up top for Spangberg. Spangberg tees it up. It does get through, but a save made by Dolan. Back along the near side, it's Tien again. Centering effort finally taken away. Good work by Aiden Leeds and Connor Dietz. Over to the far side it goes. Kept in by John Champ and now intercepted. And Dietz on the far side gets to center red before clearing it down, allowing for some changes on the ice. As we get a pileup right on 95 as Dysart works his way into the net.
Now he was trying to get the inside edge there to get that puck. And the John Champ player was not going to let him have that inside edge. And
wouldn't let him merge. You know, every so often that happens. I mean,
he's supposed to zipper, right?
He's supposed to zipper on that. Face off one, quick shot on, save made. It's the Ice Dogs' second shot of the game so far. Just under 3 to play as Dolan comes out and goes full Marty Turco to launch that ahead to Painter. Painter can't get a handle on it though, and it's back on the other side. Champ with it, played on the near side for St. Ange, who that would be offside, so he has to retreat. Back into the zone he goes. Quick shot on, save made. Ryan Dolan playing defense for bigger brother. Dolan makes the save.
Dolan for Dolan. Sounds like a law firm.
I mean, it's a nice opportunity for the family. That's awesome. And hopefully someone got a nice picture of that. How often is that going to happen? Play back along this near side, trying to look the cross ice feed to the far boards. Now the centering effort working his way through. Stopped off there by Renison. Renison up and out. John Champ with it, playing it ahead. Stopped off there. Shot, save made. Ismail will hang on to that one.
Well, I will say, they've only had 3 shots, but the last 2 have looked pretty decent.
I mean, it's making the quality efforts, and well, if they can elude the pressure, that's really what's happening. They just so much time in their own zone. Dolan is going to make the most of his last game, that's for sure. Quick shot. It's steered aside by the defense. Round out to the near side it goes. Leeds looking to get into it, but it's taken away. Up ahead for Gismondi. Quick shot, sails high and wide. Far side it goes, kept in there by Will Saunders. Round back to the near side, Hayden Leeds with it. Stolen away by Gismondi, takes the shot from point blank. That one sails high. Far side, played up ahead by Brady Gallagher. Couldn't get it out. St. Ange with it again, looking for the centering effort. It's stolen away by Josh Jung. Jung on his horse. Got one man to beat. Oh, and it's sweep checked away, but Jung still chases after it, but no such luck. Back the other way for Gismondi. He can't get a handle on it, and they're actually going to call that an icing against John Champ. 1:09 left here in the first, 4-0 in favor of John Champe-Lightridge with a
Now,
faceoff.
at NHL level, that would not have been.
No, they would have waved that off.
They would have waved that off because John Champe had a better shot at getting to it.
Well, it's not a hybrid. The NCAA uses the hybrid. They were quick on that. Or no, the ACHA. The NCAA had just the one like this. I like a hybrid. You know, if there's going to be a good foot race, let it happen. Back on the far side, St. Ange getting to it. Dolan going to slap it away from him. Turned over, back in the far side corner, out of the near side for Brady St. Ange. Behind the net, it goes right in front. Quick shot, save made actually on the stick. Players tied up here to the glove side of Dolan. It will be taken away by Dysart. 34 seconds left here to go. Dysart with a stick in his side from Siwick. Centering effort, and it took an awkward bounce, and it will go through to Zach Ismail to be covered up. Face off to the blocker side of Ismail. Face off one, back to Hayden Leeds, who takes the shot. It went off a shin pad and wide. Just 20 seconds to go here in the period. Driving into that zone, a 2-on-1 develops, but great defensive effort. The third man in takes the shot. Up top it goes for Spangberg. Works its way through. I think Dolan might have had a piece of it on the way in. And that's going to end the period. That goal, that horn.
It's like a sick mallard.
A sick mallard. That's going to wrap up the first period of play. 4-0 in favor of John Champ, and a lot of time spent on the right side of the screen down in the Westfield zone.
Yeah, I mean, they only have 3 shots, and honestly, the first shot was kind of a gimme. It was just more of a trickle-in shot. So there hasn't been that much offensive time for Westfield. So hopefully, I feel like they've kind of, you kind of band-aid the bleeding, and it was a little bit rough at the beginning. Maybe they, take the second period and be able to create some offensive time to set up some good looks to try to get their goalie, who is what is it?
Zach Ismail.
Getting him to move. I mean, he hasn't moved.
Yeah, there have not been good recoveries. The turnovers that have happened have usually been stymied at their own blue line. They haven't done the regroups in their own zone very effectively. If that puck comes to you, if you manage to get it, you have to protect it. You have to gain possession before you can start the offensive drive. And that second or two that takes just has not happened, and that's really been the difference.
And there's the referees have their phones in the penalty box before.
I mean, they only got a couple minutes.
They're just as bad as the kids. God, check that Instagram and their Twitter. And
look, for how many refs we've had who have seemed to be up in age and not able to keep up, I'll take it. These guys have actually been very, very good. Very fair refs.
So far. Dun, dun, dun.
Famous last words, right? These officials have been pretty good to us.
Well, we're not playing 3 black mice on them, so.
Well, back along the near side into the Westfield zone. And we're all going to scoop it up, send it round over to the far side it goes. Jung works it further along those boards, but not far enough to be out, so St. Ange has it on the far side.
Ooh.
Shakes off Hayden Leeds.
Shakes off, just peeled them right off.
Dysart into the zone, has his pocket picked, but then it's right back in, and they're going to call that one offsides.
Yeah.
I mean, it was offsides, but they let other ones go. 14-19 left here in the second. 4-0 your score in favor of John Champe-Lightridge here at the last game of the Spring League season. Senior night for the Westfield Ice Dogs combined team. Both seniors are Westfield Ice Dogs. Raj Vats and Brennan Dolan are playing their last high school game. Moving on to bigger and better things. Raj studying music. Dolan studying computer science. Good things to come. Centering effort, quick shot, they score! Brady Gallagher takes the feed right to the cross of the crease, and there we go. We've got a goal on the board. It's 4-1.
I told you, he hasn't moved much, and that first time when he really had to stretch across his crease, just too much. He bit really hard on that.
So on the 5th shot, Ismail lets one up, and that was a really good setup. Like, you know, that little bit of time to get back set up matters. Over on the far side. Dangling on that far side, Hayden Leeds trying to work it away. Quick play in front, save made by Dolan, scoops it up. Back on this near side it goes. Played off for Gizmondi. Gizmondi finally has it taken away from him. Back along this near side and an icing coming. Yes, indeed. .13-11 left here in the second. 4-1 your score. Back along the near side it goes. Saunders tees it up well wide. Over on that far side. Tied up just in front of the bench. Finally taken away by Raj Vats, our senior. Up and out of the zone, returned, but Hayden Leeds will take it. So in the long toss, just went through everybody, and we're going to have an icing back the other way.
Yeah, right now there is a little bit of a shift in the momentum.
Well, you know, putting a goal on the board does that. It's a little bit of hope. Rebellions are born on hope, Phil. Rebellions are born on hope. Face off over to the far side. Won by the Ice Dogs, but immediately swept in and taken away by Jason Tien. Up to the far side point. Quick shot. Won't get through traffic. Over the far side it goes for Spangberg. On that far side up top, it goes for Jaden Murillo. Taken away and now swept back the other way, and Renison chasing to get there to it, but Siwick's going to get there first and take it away. Sweeping to the far side. Siwick. Round behind the net. Up top it goes. Played off there by Brianna Nace. Trying to put it into the slot. No one there to pick it up, so Nace is going to drop back. She gets it on the near side. Way down low it goes. Murrell gets to that one. Pitchforks it ahead, but not enough to get that puck out of the zone. Murrell with that second chance. And it's also stopped, this time by Siwick. It comes through to the net. Save made Dolan. He covers up. 11:35 left here in the second. And I don't know if it's just even confidence on offense, but also a little bit on John Champ's offense. They seem to have eased off a bit. Or perhaps it's the Ice Dogs just having better defensive opportunities.
I mean, it could be. It could be either one. It's kind of hard to say at this point in the game.
Great to be here. Thanks, Coach. Double duty. Quick play in front. Back it goes. Oh, go ahead.
Westfield's been doing a great job with clogging in the lanes. So John Champ hasn't had some good clean shots where they've had before in the first period.
And that makes a heck of a difference. A quick shot on, goes off of a stick and high, but there's Josh Jung right behind the net to get it. Plays it over to the far side, leaves it off for Dietz. Dietz from the far side corner, challenged. It's taken away from him. On the near side it goes. Dysart, he's going to catch some skate on skate, and that's going to be a trip. Just played off to the near side. Saunders will play it ahead, comes through for Ryan Dolan, and stopped off there. So we'll have a penalty coming against the Ice Dogs.
I always hate those ones because it was inadvertent, just kind of crossing each other, and skates get tangled up, and wow.
It's inadvertent, but a trip's a trip.
Trip is a trip. See you next fall.
Wah, wah. Up and out it goes. Ice Dogs on the penalty kill.
We gotta figure out how to do cicada chirps instead of the cricket chirps.
No, let's not. Back on the near side it goes.
They were loud today. Ooh.
Every 17 years, it is what it is. On the near side it goes for Murrell. It's quick shot on, save it. I thought that was going to go into the glove. It went off of and up and out of the zone. However, it's recovered and sent back in. Gismondi ahead to Tien. Stopped off there by Murrell. Sends a long toss ahead. Bouncing puck. Suick in his own zone. 1:14 left in the power play for John Champ and Lightridge. Swung around behind the net. Quick play in front for Murillo. Couldn't get much on it. Back it goes over for Tien. Center for Murillo again. Up over the net after it hit off a skate. Good poke check by Dolan. Near side it comes. Cleared up and out. A good clear by the Ice Dogs. 46 seconds left on that power play. Did they call icing? No, do we have another penalty? Oh, we got a roughing call coming against Nico Gismondi, which means it'll be 45 seconds of 4-on-4, followed by an abbreviated Ice Dogs power play. Now, the power play has not been great this spring league season, but we did see some good things last game.
Yeah, they got one.
They did get one.
And they really didn't give one up on the power play.
So
and that's been one of the issues is the shorthanded goals.
We'll see how it works out. Face off one eventually by the Ice Dogs, but it's taken away right thereafter. Back along the near side it goes. Back through, quick shot, save made. Dolan coming across, and he's able to play that off to his player. It goes, is that Ryan Dolan? I think it is Ryan Dolan. Who plays it up along the near side, not enough to get that out of the zone. Saunders, top of the slot, has his pocket pick, but it's taken right back by St. Ange. Rolling puck, and Dolan's able to hang on to that one. It hit his glove and rolled, and he's lucky he caught that one in the inside of his elbow.
John Champ been trying to set up the guy in front of the net. And right now, Westfield has it sniffed out. And every time they set it up, there is a Westfield stick there that just prevents John Champ from getting that shot clearly.
Face-off one by Westfield. Clears it up and out. Back into the zone it goes. 5 seconds left to 4-on-4. St. Ange launches one. Save made Dolan. 1 second left to 4-on-4. Face off comes back out to the near side. Played off by Saunders, and we'll have a puck out of play. So we'll have a minute 9 of power play for the Ice Dogs. Let's see what they can do with it.
Oh, well, they got to start with winning a face-off here and getting this puck out of their zone.
Well, they will win that one. It goes to Dysart in the near side corner. He is immediately mauled. Along that near side, pushes it ahead.
Little bear hugs there.
Dysart to the near side corner. Starts a bit of a foot race. Swings around behind the net. Try to play to Hayden Leeds. Will be stopped off on the boot. Quick shot on from a bad angle. Save made. Murrell steps in for the shot. It gets stopped up in the defense. 43 seconds of power play left to go as Josh Jung has it in the near side corner. Lots of players getting in there to take it away. Murrell will actually play it off with a sweep check, and there we go with Dysart in behind the defense. Looks to angle shot. He just missed that one on the far side. Good goaltending by Zach Ismail. Cleared up and out. That was a great looking opportunity.
Yeah, and Dysart did the right thing. He took the shot. He did have Jung behind him to make the pass, but I think he made the better call in taking the shot.
Played up along the near side, ahead for Josh Jung. He's got some options ahead of him. Landon Street will sweep in there and take it away. Just 2 seconds left on the power play. That's going to wrap it up with five-a-side hockey once more. 7:20 left here in the second. 4-1 in favor of John Champe-Lightridge. Street lost an edge. We'll get back to it. Back along the near side he goes. Hitting the near side corner. Dysart taking a little bit of revenge. Puck pops loose. Leeds will play it ahead. Just too far for Jung to corral it. Round behind the net. Champ works it along the near side. Too far on the pass. But it's stolen away by Tiana at center red. Takes the shot. That sails wide. It's over in the far side corner. Scooped up by Connor Dietz. Up and out of the zone. Played off by Jaden Murillo. Can't get a handle on it. Now it is into the zone. Backhand shot. Save made. 6:36 left here in the second. 4-1.
Yeah, shots 23-7, so they get a couple more. They've had some decent looks.
It seems like the bleeding has been slowed. It was a lot of time. That ice surface was tilted in the Ice Dogs' direction for a good long time. Quick shot save made.
I mean, a lot of those couple goals from John Champ, they were right after each other, kind of shot goal. So
and very clean goals. Like they had setups going. Now it's the defense has started to solidify. Quick shot, save made off the pad. Rebound comes to the near side corner. Saunders will keep it in, sends it around the horn. Played back behind the net. Quick shot off the high glass. Kept in by John Champ. Played off on that far side point. Into the slot it goes for Murillo. Backhand effort from the slot. Goalie gets a little bit of a trip in there, but well, you'll have that. Dolan gets to the far side to make the save on the pad. Comes back out, setting shop again. Gismondi down and low in front. Quick shot is somewhere in the paraphernalia, and the whistle comes quickly.
Yeah, that puck wasn't covered when that whistle was blown.
I mean, Dolan had the save, but did not have that puck secured.
Right, but the ref lost sight, so.
And that's how it goes. That it was somewhere in that padding. 5:33 left here in the second. Face-off won by the Ice Dogs. We've seen some improvements on that. The first period was all Champ face-off wins, and that certainly contributed to the time of possession. Painter into the zone, takes the shot, sails wide. Gallagher gets to it on the far side. Puck bounces back. That's going to be played off by Civic. Up and out it goes for St. Ange. Plays it ahead. Murrell going to step in and take it away. Round to the near side. Puck comes loose. Brady St. Ange with it. Comes up and out of the zone. All the way back to his own blue line before launching it to the near side, and it's stolen away by Andrew Painter. Painter along the near side, sends it far boards. No one there to pick it up. Gallagher will get there eventually. It is kept in. It goes to Gallagher on the far side half boards. Chasing it down is Brianna Nace. Stopped off by Painter behind the net. Over the far side, Civic going to put him into the boards. Manages to get loose, but the puck's still there, and so it's going to come back the other way. Civic, a hard pass off the boards, comes to the near side. Painter will play it ahead. Just a host of players working to take it away from him. Over that far side it goes for Ryan Dolan, plays ahead for Renison. Renison takes the shot, pad save, comes to the near side, Jung going after it. Comes to the near point from Murrell, comes loose, and there's Brady St. Ange. Taken away by Murrell. Vots on the far side will play it ahead. Stopped at center red before it's cleared into the Ice Dog zone. Murrell from behind his own net. Looks it ahead. Finally, Jung will get it. Surrounded by white sweaters. Are we got too many men on the ice? I think there might be. Otherwise, I have no idea what that whistle was for. It's senior night here. Oh, because there were 5 players in white around and then 1 trailing. Is that the idea? We might get an Ice Dogs power play here. But Jung had the puck, so I don't know. Maybe I gotta reread that part of the rule book. But it is senior night. Raj Vats and Brennan Dolan are seniors here. Their last game here, this NVSHL Spring League game. Our last Spring League game of the season. And it obviously counts because, well, we didn't have a regular season here at Westfield. And so this is it. Dysart takes it off the rebound. Gets it back along the near side boards. And, yeah, it's listed as 71, which is Giancola Gismondi. Maybe that's the player who was too many. I didn't see a call beyond the referee doing a little swing move with the hand.
Twirl.
Yeah, I mean, a little stir the pot. Oh, shaking off the hit was Landon Street.
Oh.
And Dysart wants revenge, and that's not going to work either.
They're going to get them on the last one, the cross check. The first one was okay. The second one was pushing it. The third one, he put his hand in the cookie jar too much.
Yeah. Cross-check the call, and it is going to go against John Champ.
So this should be a 5-on-3.
In theory, yeah, for 1:18. On the boards, Landon Street in the hypothetical penalty box.
I thought you said Landa and Street. I'm like, what?
No, Landon.
I gotcha.
I have accent. I am from Pittsburgh. We have a consonant deficiency. It's a very fun language in that. A minute of 5-on-3. Champ with it. Put the long toss ahead. Dolan stepping out to get that one. Stops it off for Preston Murrell. Murrell through the neutral zone, defending that puck. It's shaken off him at the blue line, but there's Renison to support. Back up top for Dolan. Tries to put it right back into that corner, but St. Ange gets a chance at it. And there's the play from Nico Gismondi. Dolan tees it up. Lots of pressure on here from a 5-on-3. There should be a lot more that's able to be done here. Or wait, I only count 4. They get both of them and they're just not on there?
No, that's 5-on-3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. What's your problem?
Oh yeah, okay. I don't know. I was having counting issues.
History teachers.
You do the math. Up and out. We're now 4-on-5 for 30 seconds. Along the near side, Hayden Leeds can't corral it. Way up and out, and Dolan really has seen the most action directing. It's turned over to Tien, and he comes back, and I don't know if he got a piece of it, but he got out of that one. Went to stack the pads on that. Played into the zone, will be offsides. Nope. But that is going to end the power play, the 5-on-3, not all that effective. We are under a minute left to play here in the second, just 50 seconds to go. Far side corner. Tien with it. Quick shot, save made. Swept away by Leeds in the corner, goes right back to Tien. Center, quick shot, save made. That was Jaden Murillo with that shot.
And that's been Murillo's house right there, that center ice right in front of the goal. And that time he didn't have anyone in his way. But they keep trying. I don't have a roster.
It's Jaden Murillo.
I apologize. I don't have a roster in front of me. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, she has done a great job of that positioning, and so we'll see. There's another one, quick shot, and there's the score. Yeah, you set it up. There it is. And with 24 seconds left to go here in the second, it's 5-1. Their 30th shot, Murillo gets that goal. For the regular season, Jaden Murillo had just one goal. So as she gets the celebration over on the far side in front of the bench, well deserved. Face off one over to Dietz. Dietz got a 3-on-1, but just for a moment. Plays off a boot. Dietz with it in the near side corner. Quick shot on. Jung scores! Jung finally gets that. He's been hungry for the last 5 or 6 weeks. Finally gets that goal. It's 6-1. That's how you respond.
You mean 5-2?
I told you. You do the math. Let me tell you about how those numbers came to be. Other than that, I got nothing. I can't put these together. Rennison drops it off for Jung and swept away on that. But that's the end of the period. Yeah, that goal, that horn. They gotta do something about that horn. Well, certainly a different second period. We saw all the time in the Westfield zone. Now we have 2 goals. Now we have 7 shots on that period. I mean, it's not like a sea change, but it's a big change.
Based on what they have, it's 5. So they had 4 at the end of the first.
Oh, did they? I thought they only had 2.
No, they had 4.
But 2 goals on those 5 shots.
I mean, that's good conversion right there. That's 40%.
Not too shabby. And a lot more time in the neutral zone. A lot more time on offense. I mean, they have done what they needed to do on those turnovers.
Sorry, 20%.
Aha.
Oh yeah.
Aha, math teacher. Judge not lest ye be
I was
judged.
right. 40%.
People who live in glass houses shouldn't throw stones. Other trite thing you would see on a motivational poster.
I want the Math is Everywhere poster, man.
5-2 your score. The Ice Dogs ready to get out there for the 3rd and final period of this spring league for them.
Well, barring any. Well, no, there is no overtime.
There is no overtime. This is it.
This is it.
This is the swan song.
Maybe they should allow them. In case they tie, they should be like, keep playing.
You just play out the rest of the time.
Try different rules. We're gonna try.
We're gonna test it at this level.
We're gonna try 2-on-2, but you're gonna have 2 goalies on each side.
Interesting. I think there is, in fact, the rule that you can't have 2 goalies. I don't think anyone's ever tried to have 2 goalies to prompt that rule.
Someone had to.
Yeah, there's no record, at least at the NHL level. I have read about that.
It's probably like the goalie and then
quick play in front, save me.
Like a defenseman came out in goalie pads, something like that. They're like,
way back in the day, goalies had to serve their own penalties. You look back at back in the 20s and 30s, a lot of defensemen have goalie stats for 2 minutes, 4 minutes. Goalie got a penalty, they had to serve it. That is no longer the case. Quick shot gets caught up in traffic.
Unless they're in a fight.
A fight, or they get a 10-minute misconduct. That's the only times that happens. A goalie has to serve their own penalty. Near side it goes for Civic. Quick shot, stopped by Leeds. Civic gets it back, plays it down low for Landon Street. Street plays it back to Civic, back behind the Westfield net. Backhand shot, sails wide. Dysart with it. Backhand pass ahead. It's not going to find its intended target. Back along the near side it goes. St. Ange. Quick shot, sails high and wide. Far side, another shot. Stick save made by Dolan. Back along this near side. Oh, what a hit!
The stick came up on Dietz there.
Votts with it on the far side, played off by Dysart. Sends it up the ice, and we're going to have a too many men penalty.
That kind of sucked. He just came on the ice. He just standing there, and he's just like, "Aww."
I literally just got here. Yeah, that's unfortunate.
They have a case of the Mondays.
But on Wednesday, the look on that player's face. Well, it will be another power play for the Ice Dogs. It's played to the near side for Ryan Dolan. Dolan will feed it ahead over to the far side for Painter. Played up and out. Dietz can't get a handle on it. Back the other way it goes for Gismondi. Gismondi takes the shot, steered aside by Dolan. Murrell plays over that far side. Too far for Painter. Stopped off by Nace. Ryan Dolan with it. Plays it ahead to Dietz. Dietz takes a shot. It's off of a stick and goes into that far side corner. He chases it down. Near side. Murrell digging for it. Or is that Alex Berkeley? I think that's Berkeley. Because that's Murrell on the far side point. Puck takes a bounce on the way in. Painter will play it off. Look to Dolan at the point. A little bit of a disconnect there. Far side it goes. Into the zone. That is Murrell. Round the net it goes. Stolen back by John Champ. Along the near side it goes for Gismondi. 47 seconds left of power play for the Ice Dogs. Dolan leaves it off for Dolan. Play back over on the far side. Quick shot on from Civic. This blows off the shin pad. 28 seconds left of power play. Back through it goes. Painter tips it and it's right back through, but Civic would be well offsides. St. Ange tags up. Shot. Save made. Dolan's going to cover it up here with 11 seconds of power play left. So it is senior night. Raj was here with his parents, Ashutosh Votts and Suman Sharma, along with his sister Sammy Votts. Back it goes up and out of the zone. Josh Young with it. Looks, tries to get the bit of a backhand, but it's taken away from him. Back the other way it goes for Street. Street to the outside, swings in front, he scores. The backhand on that one had all the time in the world. Got him blocker side high. Top cheese, as the kids say. That makes it 6-2.
Okay, Boomer.
I'm hip. I'm with it. I used chook today. Rather than the hockey term of rattled. Which I like rattled so much better. I mean, is there much of a difference?
Shake, rattle, roll.
Oh, it goes for Dysart. Dysart sticking his side, letting him know he's there. Back goes for Jung. Played off to the near side for St. Ange. Power play expires. Just over 11 minutes left to go here in this third period. Murillo, who got a goal so far on the night, plays into the zone. It's played off for Aiden Leeds. Leads to the far side for Gallagher. Gallagher forcing it ahead. Caught an escape, plays ahead to Jung. Jung's got a little bit of open space, but players all around him, and they will close in on him. Taken away by Landon Street. Near set it goes for Renison. Jung plays it back behind the net. Renison chases it down. Stolen off of him. Comes through back on this near side. Cross for Street, who tried to play it between his legs. Gallagher caught an edge there. Near side it goes. Will Saunders worked that one around. Centering effort for Civic. Civic takes a shot. It's up and out of play. As we said in the opening, Raj began playing hockey with the initiation program in 2009, continued playing for the Reston Raiders house program. Played for the Piedmont Predators and the Enforcers. He's going to be attending George Mason University and major in music, and will pursue a career as a church music director.
I learned something because I didn't know that was like a specific major. I figured it'd be like a music major. And then
Well, so he's majoring in music. His goal is to be in church
okay.
music. So I asked, oh, quick shot on, save made. The rebound out in front. Playing center field is Ismail, and puck covered up. I asked again, what do they intend to do with that degree? And that's what the answer was.
My cousin actually went to Mason for music.
Oh.
Music ed. I don't know if it's...
Quick shot, doesn't get through. The second effort, save made by Ismail. It does pop loose. Over the far side, Murrell will take that shot. It was tipped in front. Painter plays into the back behind the net a little. Working that down low. Trying to get the bad angle shot. Quick shot. No, it's waved off immediately. The save made and swept away. I don't know how Painter's shot didn't go in.
Oh, I don't know either. Unless Ishmael's stick got down right on the line and prevented it, but like I thought it was in.
Over to that far side it goes. I mean, the ref did have a good view of it, so I won't question.
We'll have to review the tape later.
Vots into that far side. Right on the near side board, stepping in his leads. Good pinch to take that one away, but for a moment, it's back up and out. Dietz has it, tries to play it across, goes caught off a boot. St. Ange has it, one-on-one with Dysart. Dysart steps in, takes away. Raj Vats has it on the far side corner. Vats surveys his options. Trying to look for an opening. Players all over him. Will finally come away for Nico Gismondi. Back down low it goes for Dysart. With all the time in the world was Tian, and then her second option from the far side, save made. Dolan. St. Ange has it far point. Quick shot bouncing. Puckett took an odd bounce on the way through. Save made. It comes to the near side corner. Leeds trying to play it out. Can't get to it. Kept in there by Saunders. Saunders. Backhand pass into the far side corner. We're going after it. Put over on that far side. Lofted across the ice now to the near side. 7:43 left here in the third period. 6-2 your score in favor of John Champ. John Champ putting on the clamps again. Lots of time in the Westfield zone. Dysart will clear it up and out. That's going to be an icing. Our other senior on the night is Brennan Dolan, who's in net and has had a number of great saves. Tonight here, his parents Fred and Leanne were here, along with his siblings Ryan and Kelsey, which is why I should have known there was an older sibling. My mistake.
That's what I was saying.
I should have known. Shame on me. Brennan began playing hockey in 2008 here at the Ashburn Ice House. Played for the Selects and the Extreme. He's going to be attending James Madison University. He'll be majoring in computer science, and he's going to pursue a career in software development. So best of luck to him. That's a growing field and always a good quick shot. They score. Well, that's how you make the best of an opportunity there. It's 6-3. Who got it, Phil?
I didn't. I honestly couldn't.
You're killing me.
All I know is it was 5-hole. It was beautiful. Ishmael went to cross the crease, legs, the pads opened up, and just went right in. 6-3.
That's what I get for reading the senior night.
Wow, you were shaming yourself because
Well, yeah. My mistake earlier in the game. But, you know, no, they built their franchise out. Goalie and then a defenseman.
it's like, you know, mistakes you made earlier can come back to haunt you.
It's like I teach history or something. Back it goes through Tien with it. Hands it off for Gismondi. Swarmed by a host of black sweaters. But Gismondi still managed to take that puck. Played it back in front. No one there on the doorstep to pick it up. Couple stick lifts. It will be a shot on. Great blocker save made by Dolan. Played in front. Stopped off by the stick there. Loft on the near side half course. Brown behind the net it goes. 6.5 left here to play. Getting that puck up and out of the zone, and it slows down enough we're not going to get that icing. Well done.
Slows down, it comes to a complete stop.
Over on that far side.
Like a stop sign was there or something.
And just, well, I mean, you know.
And the ice is very dirty at the moment.
Well, you know, a full game will do that. Quick shot. Makes you wonder, you know, could we see some improvements in play if we had the cut and floods in between and full intermissions? But alas, this is hockey in Northern Virginia. Certainly speaks to the stamina of these kids to be able to play that far, that long, not even taking a seat. Goodness gracious. St. Ange working on the far side. Gallagher going to step into it. Up but not out. Far side half boards. Dysart puts a man in the boards. Puck comes loose with it still is John Champ. Quick shot, sails high and wide off the backhand. Civic goes back for it on his own rebound. Dysart looks to pin him. Civic escapes. Quick shot, save made. 5 minutes left to play. Centering effort, Civic. Puck rolls on Hayden Leeds. Near side it goes. Civic back to it again. Swings around the outside. Up top for Saunders. Saunders puts a laser beam on. Save made. Crowd responds to that one.
Out of the games we've seen this season, this has been the least chippiness.
You had to say it. Oh, goodness.
Knock
on wood. Where's... Oh, no. Oh, no.
But I will say, with one player I want to point out, it's Street from John Champ.
Landon Street.
Yeah, he's laying a couple. He was the one that got the cross check earlier. He came off the bench through his shoulder as well, and he's making his presence known.
Luke Dysart has been throwing the body a couple times. He's been working those pins. He was the recipient of that said cross check penalty. That's interesting how that works.
It's like a cause and effect.
Mayhaps. Near side it goes. Ryan Dolan tried to clear it, but it's played off by Gismondi. Back in front. Quick shot. And that will get through on Tien's point-blank effort. Jason Tien will make it 7-3 here with 4:22 left in the third. Well, as this winds down, I know Briar Woods has been a bit of a well lined up. I mean, the teams have worked very well together, but I think it was just circumstance with spring hockey and spring sports and delayed fall sports with this year. It would be nice to work with a team again, but I don't know if it's in the cards.
I meant to ask, how did the football team do?
I don't know. Quick play in front. Back in front it goes. Round behind that, looking for that wraparound effort. Back forth, trying to test Dolan's side-to-side action. Lateral movement, as they say. Raj Vats will get it on the far side. He's pushed into the boards, but gets that puck up and out. Taken by St. Ange. St. Ange into the zone. Takes the shot, it's wide. Near side it goes, he gets his own rebound. Swung round behind the net. Looking back now to the near side. St. Ange trying to find an opening. Good defense by the Ice Dogs. Murrell steps in, Civic with it still. Calling forward is Street. Shot, save made on the blocker. That will stay in. Cleared up and out. Icing waved off as it must have hit someone on the way through. Saunders with it now. Back along the near side it goes for Landon Street. Quick shot off the shin pad of Hayden Leeds, whose spinning efforts will function. Luke Dysart, our lone Chantilly player. That's certainly not a combination that's going to happen. Chantilly has a robust program. Quick shot, sails high.
Well, and after this game, they're enemies again.
Yeah, you know, a rivalry will do that. Back through it goes. Far side. Quick shot on, save made, but it's loose. Thought he had it in the glove. Not enough. Dietz had it away for a second. Now it goes to Leeds. He'll tee it up. And he'll go the length of the ice. Icing call, 2:16 left to go here in the third. Ice Dogs down by 4 in what has been a difficult but rewarding spring league season.
It's hard to come back from a year of not playing. As we said, our last games were just weeks before everything shut down.
No regular season between COVID and players and combined teams.
And
after winning a championship, no less.
And a different combined team because they were a different team when they won that championship.
That's right. So putting 3 schools together for this spring league, and it started with 2 Mercy Rule games, one early, one towards the end, and they worked their way back and got a win on the season just last week.
Penalty coming up.
It has been a tough road, but the amount of fight in these players has been obvious throughout, and that's really what matters.
As soon as they're going to be on the power play for the rest of this game, barring a score.
1:31 left here in the third, and this the final game of spring league. Senior night for the Ice Dogs, Brennan Dolan and Raj Vats. Just 91 seconds left to go as Nico Gismondi will be in the box. Well, hypothetically. Hypothetically or theoretically. He's not literally in the box. Dolan on the near side puts the shot on net, steered aside by Ismail. Back it goes back the other way, Landon Street. Street, dangle, shot, save made Dolan, and he covers up that one. A short-handed effort as Street was hot dogging it through, tried to take the shot through the legs. Lost an edge over on the far side corner.
You got a good point. I keep thinking about hypothetically versus theoretically.
I'm not sure. Grammatically,
I think answer. You have your next detention paper ready to go for someone. What's the difference
between hypothetically and theoretically? I haven't given a detention all year.
Neither have I.
That's a first.
Oh, we've had kids that have washed windows because they got in trouble.
Oh, that's unique.
A little restorative justice, it's called.
That's tough.
Yeah.
1 minute left to go in this game. Goes for St. Ange along the near side. Round behind the net. Brian Dolan looking to get to it. Stolen away quickly. But Dolan will get it back. Plays the hard wrap around the boards. 45 seconds left to go. Vats is out there. Puts a man in the boards. Comes loose. Takes the shot. Save made Dolan. 37 seconds left to go. 7-3 your score as we look to wrap up this spring league season.
And this is what we've seen the power play for Westfield. It's more of a PK. And I mean, it's one of those things that you're not going to be able to fix right now because combined teams, blah, 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 blah.
I'm sure the practice schedule is minimal. Dysart along the near side. Swings into the near side corner. 24 seconds to go. Hayden Leeds tees it up, but it goes right into a shin pad and up and out of the zone. Leeds and Dietz working to get it away from Gismondi. Dysart with it. Pocket pick. Voss with a great poke check there at the blue line. 8 seconds left to go. Into the zone. Dietz will steal it away. 3, 2, and that's, they're really going to call that offsides with 1/10 of a second. Rob us of a moment. Okay.
He's just trying to run the clock.
And that's how we're going to wrap up the season, as unique an ending as this entire Spring League season has been. Well, it certainly has not been the string of wins we wanted. It certainly has been a lot of goals. But this team has fought for respect, and you can see it out there now. Lots of great things have happened throughout, and this is team building, this is program building, and good things to come next year. Any final thoughts?
No, I mean, hopefully we'll be back next year, and we'll go from there.
All right, that's going to wrap it up for us. I'm John Baranowski. He's Philip Prevost. Good night, everybody.